Most people don't fail because they're stupid. They fail because they were taught the wrong ideas. What if I told you that just a few core concepts, not habits, not hacks, can permanently change how you think, act, and win in life? These ideas are uncomfortable. They're not polite. But once you understand them, you can't unsee them. Let's begin. Concept number 1. Extreme responsibility. Here's the truth most people avoid. Everything in your life is your responsibility, not your parents, not the system, not your boss, not your past. The moment you blame something outside yourself, you give away your power. Successful people don't ask, "Who caused this?" They ask, "What can I control right now?" Responsibility is not guilt. Responsibility is power. When you own everything, you can change everything. Think about it. The weather, the economy, other people's actions, you can't control those. But you can always control your response. That is where your true power lies. Blaming others is an easy out, but it keeps you stuck. Taking responsibility is hard, but it's the only path to freedom. Next, concept number 2. Self-mastery is real power. Power is not money. Power is not status. Real power is control over yourself. If your emotions control you, anyone can manipulate you. If anger controls you, you are predictable. If fear controls you, you are owned. The strongest people are calm under pressure. They don't react. They choose. They observe their emotions without becoming them. When someone insults you, do you lash out instantly? Or do you take a breath and decide how to respond? That space between stimulus and response is where your power grows. If you can't control your impulses, don't even talk about controlling your future. Start small, master your mornings. Master your workouts. Master your words. Self-mastery is the foundation upon which all other success is built. Concept number 3. Delayed gratification separates winners from losers. This single concept explains why most people stay average. They choose comfort now and pay for it later. Winners do the opposite. They choose discomfort now so they can live freely later. They say no to distractions, no to instant pleasure, no to easy dopamine hits from scrolling social media or binging shows. Every meaningful life requires sacrifice. The only question is when. Do you pay the price now, or do you pay it forever with a life of regret? Think of the student who studies while others party, the entrepreneur who works late while others relax, the athlete who trains while others sleep in. They are choosing the hard path now for an easier life later. The world is designed to sell you instant gratification. Resisting it is your superpower. Pay the price of discipline now, or pay the price of regret later. The choice is yours. And finally, concept number 4. People are not as good as you think. This is not pessimism. This is realism. People are not evil, but they are fundamentally self-interested. They will support you when it benefits them. They will disappear when it doesn't. Once you understand this, you stop being naive. And you start being strategic. You learn to trust slowly. You observe quietly. You judge people based on their actions, not their words. Anyone can say they have your back. Watch who shows up when things get tough. This understanding doesn't mean you become cold or isolated. It means you protect your energy. You build a small, tight circle of people whose actions have proven their loyalty. You learn to navigate the world as it is, not as you wish it were. This sharp dose of reality is what keeps you safe and allows you to build alliances that are real and lasting. So to recap, take extreme responsibility, master yourself, practice delayed gratification, and be realistic about human nature. These aren't easy ideas. They challenge a lot of what we're taught. But they are the keys. They unlock a level of control and success that most people will never experience because they are too busy blaming others, chasing feelings, seeking comfort, and being naive. Internalize these concepts, and you will become unstoppable. Thanks for watching. If this resonated with you, hit that subscribe button for more content that challenges you to be better. See you in the next one. Hey, let's talk about some hard truths that most people run from. These concepts are raw, but they're the foundation of real strength. First up, concept number 5. Silence is a weapon. You see, weak people constantly overshare. They just can't help it. But strong people? They observe. They listen. The more you talk, the more information you leak about yourself, your plans, your fears, your weaknesses. Every word is a potential vulnerability. Silence, on the other hand, creates an aura of mystery. And that mystery commands respect. People wonder what you're thinking, what you're planning. Not every thought needs a voice. Not every move needs an announcement. In a world full of noise, sometimes the most dominant thing you can do is just be quiet. Next, concept number 6. Discipline beats motivation every single time. Motivation is a feeling. It's emotional. It comes and goes like the weather. One day you feel like conquering the world. The next you can't get out of bed. Discipline is different. It's structural. It's a system you build. Motivation says, I feel like doing it today. Discipline says, it gets done, regardless of how I feel. Your life won't magically change on the days you feel inspired. It changes on the days you feel tired, bored, and completely uncomfortable, but you show up anyway. Systems will always beat feelings. A solid routine will always beat a fluctuating mood. If you only rely on motivation to get things done, I promise you, you will quit. This brings us to concept number 7. Your value is created, not given. Let me be clear, the world does not owe you respect. It doesn't owe you anything, you have to earn it, and how do you do that? By setting standards for yourself. By establishing firm boundaries. By learning to say no without feeling a shred of guilt. People will treat you exactly how you allow them to treat you. If you don't value your own time, why would anyone else? If you don't protect your energy, you can bet it will be drained by others. Self-respect isn't about being arrogant. It's a fundamental tool for survival. And finally, the most powerful concept of all, concept number 8. Remembering that you will die clarifies your life. This isn't meant to be morbid. It's meant to be a reality check. You will die. Not just someday, but one specific day. And when you truly, deeply accept that fact, most of your fears just melt away. Suddenly, you stop caring about trivial opinions from people who don't matter. You stop delaying the important decisions you know you need to make. You stop playing small and living a life that's less than what you're capable of. The reality of death doesn't make life meaningless. It makes it urgent. It forces you to live like your time actually matters, because it absolutely does. Now look, these concepts won't change your life if you just listen to this and then scroll to the next video. They only work when they are applied brutally and consistently. Most people will hear this, nod, and then ignore it. And that's precisely why most people stay stuck in the same place year after year. If this video challenged you, if it made you a little uncomfortable, that's a good sign. It means you're ready for something more. Subscribe if you want truth, not just empty comfort. And always remember, a sharp mind builds a strong life. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Most people don't fail because they don't know the right ideas. They fail because applying them is lonely. Extreme responsibility isolates you. Self-mastery makes other people feel uncomfortable. Discipline separates you from the crowd. When you change, the people around you feel exposed. So they might mock you. They might try to downplay your efforts. They'll call you too serious. That's the real price of growth. Let's be honest. When you stop oversharing every detail of your life, people say you've changed. When you start setting boundaries, they call you selfish. When you stop trying to please everyone, they feel threatened. Strength has a social cost, but weakness has a lifelong cost. You have to choose which one you're willing to pay. And no one talks about this enough. Comfort is the real enemy. Comfort isn't neutral. It's addictive. Comfort keeps you scrolling endlessly, consuming content without purpose, postponing important tasks, and avoiding responsibility. Comfort never announces itself as a danger. It feels safe, warm, and familiar. And that's exactly why it quietly destroys so many lives. If your life feels stagnant right now, ask yourself this one question. Where have I chosen comfort over growth? This leads to the illusion of being busy. Especially in places like the USA, people love saying, I'm so busy. But being busy is not the same as being productive. Often, being busy is just a form of avoidance. True progress is actually kind of boring. It's about repetition, structure, discipline, and silence. If your days feel chaotic, your life will be chaotic. Order creates momentum, and that momentum creates real power. We live in a world that is designed to provoke you. Outrage sells, fear spreads, anger goes viral. If you react emotionally to everything, you are being programmed. Truly strong people don't argue with strangers online. They don't chase validation from others. They don't feel the need to fight every single battle. They protect their attention fiercely because they understand that your attention is your life. This is why saying no changes everything. Every single yes costs you something. It costs you time, energy, and focus. Most people say yes out of fear of rejection, fear of conflict, fear of being disliked. But every unnecessary yes is a betrayal of your future self. Strong lives are built on selective commitment. Learn to say yes rarely and to say no clearly and without guilt. Here's the secret most self-help content skips over. You don't rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your identity. If you see yourself as undisciplined, unlucky, or just average, you will act accordingly, no matter what you say you want. Real change begins the moment you decide, this is who I am now. Not someday. Not after you achieve success, right now. Your identity shapes your behavior, and your behavior shapes your destiny. So here's a final filter for every decision you make. It is a simple question to simplify your life. Does this make me stronger or weaker? Not happier, not more comfortable. Stronger or weaker? Stronger mentally, stronger emotionally, stronger strategically. Use this filter consistently and watch the confusion in your life disappear. Most people will watch this video and feel inspired for a moment. Then they'll go right back to the same habits, the same excuses, the same life. But if you're different, you already know. Strength is built quietly. It's built daily, without applause. And at the end of the day, the world only respects results. Thanks for watching. If this resonated with you, subscribe for more.